So the reason we went with RodStation is they're a very established company. They've been in this industry for about 40 years in the stove and hearth industry. They're based out of the United Kingdom or Britain. These are copolymer rods. Now, what copolymer means is basically it's just two polymers that are put together. They were selected specifically for chimney sweeping, so they'll work really well. A unique thing about the RodStation rods are they've got a push fit connection, and there's an angled button on there, so they slide together very easily. A unique thing about the RodStation rods are they have these colored aluminum ends, and typically, and we use this vernacular, and a lot of folks that use these rods do, they'll call them an orange rod or red rod or black rod, which signifies the stiffness of the rod. And we'll go into more detail in a little bit on the different rods. They do also have rods that have a stainless steel fitting on the end. We do carry those. Those are designed more specifically for more aggressive, say, tile breaking applications or something like that, using chains to sweep. Uniquely, the RodStation rods are a little over 39 inches long. They're 1 meter in length, which amounts to 39.37 inches in length. So we basically just call them 39 inches to keep it simple. So you get a little longer rod with a RodStation rod than you do with a 36-inch rod. Because they use a metric system, in our description of things, we do use both metric and inch equivalents. For example, on the orange rods, it's a flexible orange 12 millimeter by 39-inch rod is what we're calling it, which is the equivalent of a half an inch. For example, on a cable loop, we say it's 20 to 30 centimeters. They're designed to work in a flue that's 20 to 30 centimeters, which is 8 inches to 11 3/4 inches. Just so you, well, I mentioned that a meter is 39.37 inches. We're going to call it 39 inches to keep it simple. A millimeter is 1/1000th of a meter. And a centimeter is 1/100th of a meter and equals 10 millimeters. There's 2.5 centimeters in an inch, just kind of for a reference point. We're carrying all the popular RodStation items initially. So whatever we have in stock, we have in stock. We've selected the ones that are going to be the most popular in the States. We're going to stock multiple rods initially. Highly flexible pink, which is equivalent to 3/8 inch. Flexible orange, that's the biggest seller. That's equivalent to a half inch. That's 12 millimeters. We've added a moderately flexible red rod that's designed for masonry flues. That's a 9/16 inch equivalent. Then we got a rigid black rod, which is going to be used primarily on a fireplace. It's going to be the second most popular rod for us. And then we have stainless steel rods, which are 20 millimeters or 3/16 equivalent, which are designed for the really aggressive applications. Variety of tools with the RodStation. It's basically a nylon weed eater type line. There's a couple different brushes, one 6 to 19 3/4 and one 6 to 24 inches. It's a 4 millimeter nylon line. It's going to be suitable for no matter what you're sweeping. Stainless steel liners, factory built chimneys, masonry flues, they'll work really well on all of those. There's also a very aggressive nylon weed eater type line. It's called an XXL. It's basically the same line as you'll find on the regular sweeping tools, but there's twice as many strands, so you're going to get a more aggressive sweeping action. Those come in two sizes. One's 4 to 12 inches and one's 8 to 24 inches. Now, because it's weed eater line, it will wear out over time. The cool part about this RodStation is you just flip that brush head upside down, and there's a set screw in there. You loosen that set screw, pull out the nylon, slide new nylon in. So it's going to be a lot easier than some of the existing products out there as far as replacing the line. You don't have to thread it through and bend it around and do things like that. You just loosen that set screw, slide the new nylon in, and you're good to go. And because it's nylon, it allows it to do a variety of flue sizes. Smaller flue, those strands will bend down. Larger flue, they'll have more room to spread out. We're going to be stocking what they call a flue boss abrasive. Now that's the nylon cable we're talking about, but what it's got is it's got abrasive embedded into the nylon, so it's going to give you a more aggressive action, more aggressive sweeping. We're going to stock power chains. Use those basically if you're removing heavy creosote from masonry flues. It's a stainless steel chain. There's a link that attaches those, so it allows you to adjust the length of that chain easily. There's two sizes available. Small, which will do up to 11 3/4, and a large that'll do up to 19 1/2. Cable loops are available. That's a 5/32 flexible stainless steel cable. Remove heavy deposits of creosote and masonry flues. Two sizes. Small will do flues from 7 3/4 to 11 3/4, and large will do flues from 7 3/4 to 19 1/2. Now, there's something available that we're going to be stocking called a shaft tool. What the shaft tool is the same tool that you would normally get with nylon or chain, but it allows you, because it's got fittings on both ends, a female on one end, a male on the other, to stack brushes. For example, you could put a chain on the end of a rod, short rod, attach that short rod to the nylon feeder head, and then do the rest of your rods below. So you'd basically run a chain and then run the nylon behind it, or you can hook the two tools right together. So that's kind of a cool thing that you can stack tools to do a better job of sweeping. There are regular brushes available, and we're going to stock 4 different bristles that they have. They have a soft bristle, which is white, an orange bristle, which is medium, a gray, which is a hard, and a black, which is an extra hard. Now, as you notice, we're going to talk about rod ends being colored, brushes being colored. So color is a big deal with this. It helps you. Each of these brushes are going to have a power brush on the end. It's got a protective ball, which will help you guide around. What we've done is chosen to stock 4 mixed bristle brushes. So the first brush we're going to stock has got a combination of white and orange bristles. So you got the soft and medium. It's going to be great for sweeping flexible liners, stainless steel flue pipes, things like that. Diameters are 8 inches to 14 inches. We're going to stock a medium hard, which is the gray and the orange. Ideal for clay liners, masonry chimney systems. There's going to be 2 brushes available in this. One is 6 to 8 inches in diameter, and the other one will do a 10 to 11 3/4 inches in diameter. We'll also stock a soft medium brush that's designed for smaller flues, 6 to 8 inches only. A lot of kits available. The advantage to a kit is you're going to be able to order one SKU and get everything you need to get started. Let me run through quickly the kits we're going to be having. There's a cool little thing that they have called a flexible vent shaft kit. What it is a rotating sheath within a heavy-duty nylon casing. It's designed for like dryer vents, pellet vents, something like that. Really flexible. Allows you to rotate around 90-degree bends very easily. Basically, one end's got a female connection and the other's got a male connection. So you just hook it up to your drill. And like I said, that shaft rotates within the nylon casing. When you order that kit, you get a flue boss head and a drill adapter. We're going to have a pellet vent. This has got green ends. Really, really flexible. You'll get your 10 rods, 10 39-inch rods. You're going to get a drill adapter, small nylon cleaning head, cable cleaning head. Get some replacement nylon with that, and also the rod bag is included with it. So you'll get a rod bag in all these kits. Basically, they throw that rod bag in for free. And if you care for it, you get stickers to put on your van that say RodStation. Our most popular kit has proven to be the orange ends. Again, you get 10 39-inch rods, get a drill connector, nylon shaft, replacement nylon, rod bag, and your van stickers. Next up, and this is one that we think is going to be our second or third most popular, and at least it has been so far, is red ends. Now, these are 14 millimeter rods, so they're a little bit thicker than the orange rods. You get a nylon cleaning head, you get a cable loop, you get replacement nylon with this, and the rod bag, and the stickers for your van. Black, you're going to be used primarily in a fireplace situation where you have a fairly straight shot. They're not extremely flexible. So you're going to get 10 39-inch rods. So you're going to get 390 inches rather than 360 like you would with 10 3-foot rods. So you get a little more length on these kits than you would buying 3-foot rods only. With the black kit, you get the nylon head, you get the chains, and you get a nylon shaft in addition to that, and replacement nylon. If you want to stock a new truck, this is really a great thing. It's a professional chimney power sweeping kit, it's called. You basically get 3 different kits and a couple other odd rods and tools, so you can stock up a new vehicle right from the get-go, not have to buy rods, brushes, sweeping tools one at a time. You can just get this kit, get a new truck up and running, and be prepared for any eventuality you might run into with that vehicle. Obviously, you're going to have to adapt your rods to the brushes, so we do have a stainless steel power drill bit adapter that attaches right to the rods. If for some reason you get something stuck or you want to break something out, there is a chimney power rod rotating handle available. It's got the same fittings as the rods. You stick that on your rod and you can actually manually rotate them through an offset or whatever the case may be.